Alright, it's gonna be about for you South Africa. Alright guys, what's gonna be about for you South Africa? So today we are back. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a scenario. So today guys, we're gonna be doing a scenario which is not Belgium. So today we're gonna be doing a scenario about the Russian-Ukraine war, okay? So we're gonna be doing the Russian-Ukraine war. In Europe. But this time, it's going to be the Russian betrayal. So it's going to be the Europeans joining the Russians. Alright, so yeah, so here we go. Let's get started. So first thing I want to do, guys, is that South Korea, USA, and Japan, they'll send aid to Ukraine. But all of the Europeans, they'll actually send aid to Russia. So yeah, because Russia's actually losing right now. Now, Russia will be happy by this, and they'll... Oh, let's just quickly think that. They'll make another invasion right here, taking over the Dnipro, and then soon take over some more land, right? And then soon they'll take over Odessa. Now, Russia's ambition to take over Ukraine is because Ukraine wants to join NATO. Now, all the Europeans leave NATO, so NATO don't exist. Only Canada and USA, but yeah. Now, all Europeans will join Russia. Well, the main Europeans. So basically, France, Germany, Italy, UK and Poland, they'll all join Russia's side, and Spain, Portugal. So all the Europeans will. So most of the Europeans will help the side of the German side of Ukraine, but like the major ones are going to help out Russia. Now Russia wants to go to power. So what they'll do is they'll actually invade Georgia, and they'll invade Armenia and Azerbaijan. They'll also invade Turkey to get some extra land. Now, Turkey's actually fine with that. I'm pretty sure it's what the old Turkish, but actually, I don't even think. Anyways, yeah, that's good. Now, after that, then the Germans would invade. Oh, sorry, the Russians would invade Kazakhstan. The actual invasion. So this is if Russia reforms Soviet Union. Okay. So yeah, then not but so then they'll invade Kazakhstan. Alright, they're just going to power. Okay, that's all they really want to do. Now they'll also invade Estonia to reclaim to have the whole Baltic Sea, and then they'll invade Latvia. And then they'll also invade Lithuania to put Kaliningrad, so then they could have Kaliningrad as theirs. So, and then they're going to invade Lithuania to connects to their land, which is Kaliningrad, and then they're also going to have. So then they have their full control of Baltic Sea. Now, the next thing that'll happen, guys, is Soviet Union. So then Russia would make an invasion on Finland, and then Finland would surrender, and then they'll invade Norway a little bit right here. Right. There we go. So, Russia's kind of forming its, like, new empire, basically. Now, in the new empire as well, they're gonna invade, so they're gonna invade Ukraine some more. Now, Ukraine would actually have some, Ukraine would actually push back a little. What's that called? I know it's some kind of green. I think, oh yeah, it's dark green, No. Wait. Oh, wait, it's past the green, Yep, alright. Yes. So Ukraine would make an invasion on the Germans by taking back their lost territory. And then they're going to reclaim Crimea. And then they're going to make a big invasion up north of Russia. Now, Russians would get more aid from Europeans. So that's going to cause them to declare war a bit more. So then, officially, Ukraine walking out. Quickly, Transnistria and Moldova, they'll join Russia. So then the Europeans would so then Ukraine would officially fall, okay? Now, Belarus would just join Russia. Then the Russians would invade some Poland a little bit. They'll invade about here. So then they'll get a bit of land off Ukraine. Now then we've got then Turkey. So then Soviet Union would invade Turkey a little some more. So there. And they'll invade Turkey. Then they'll make an invasion in Iran. So they're only going to take a northern part of Iran. Alright, but yeah, so then they're going to do that. And then then they're gonna make a full invasion on Iran right here, and Iran will just surrender, officially join the Soviet Union. And then officially Afghanistan will get invaded. And then soon will all the other countries over here. Now that's gonna then Russia's gonna make an invasion on. So then China will join the war, reforming their king dynasty. So what they'll do is they'll do an invasion of Mongolia. Now they can't really take the land from Russia because obviously Russia's the ally. So what they're going to do next is they're going to invade North Korea and South Korea, officially making them join. Then they'll invade Taiwan. And yeah, then officially they're going to reform their new empire. Now then Britain will come in with Britain will show their military power, and they are going to reform the British Empire. So basically what this war is going to be. It's not going to be Russia and Ukraine war. Okay? It's going to be the European powers come back, all right, as their super. So all the Europeans will. So like all the major powers will come back in this war. Okay, now. Then Britain would take over Iceland now, and then they'll do a massive, and then next they're gonna do a massive war on Canada. So they'll push into Canada a little bit, and then they'll soon take over there. Now, wait, let's just quickly fill this in. So Britain wouldn't take over USA because obviously that's gonna be kind of it's gonna be kind of bad for them. But so then they're gonna make a massive invasion right here, over here in Japan. Canada. Now they're gonna use Iceland as their little military base for Britain. So yeah, then Britain will make a big invasion right here. So they're gonna start taking over all of Britain. Canada, and then soon Canada will fall. Then over here, then we're gonna head over. So then in the Middle East, then Britain's gonna take over their South American colony. And then they're going to take over here, they're going to take over here, and then they're going to take over Jamaica. They're going to take over these two territories, and then also Bahamas. Then they're going to take over Belize. And then soon you're actually also going to take over a couple of South American colonies, right here. Then we head over to Africa, where they're going to start their... They're going to start invasion here. So they're going to declare war on... They're going to declare war on Eswatini and stuff. Then they start their invasion up north. And yeah, so then they're going to start their invasion up north right here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's just quickly make that country a different color. Let's just make it like lilac. Yeah, that's not part of the British Empire. Okay, so then Britain will get to a point, okay, and then they're going to start taking over Somaliland, and then so they're going to start taking over Somaliland. Now they're going to start making their way over to the Middle East. All right, they're going to start taking out all of the Middle Eastern countries. So right here, and then and then they're going to start making their invasion up north, and then they're going to officially take over some of their land. Okay, and then soon. And yeah, then they're going to start their invasion over here on this side. So they're going to start invading Nigeria until they surrender. Then they're going to take over Sierra Leone, the Gambia, and I'm pretty sure also, yeah, and then also this country. Then over here. We're going to go back over. So then they go back over to invasion, and then they're going to start pushing into South Sudan, and then they're going to invade Sudan. Then they're going to start their invasion over here in Egypt until Egypt surrenders. So yeah, then all of Africa becomes part of Britain again. Now, Belgium and Netherlands. So then Britain would start taking over Kuwait, and then they're also going to take over Jordan and even Palestine and Israel. I actually don't know about these other countries real quick. Yeah, I know these three though. Alright, and then Soviet Union would take over this part right here, and then well not here, there will take over here, and then Britain would officially take over that. Now they're gonna start making an invasion in Cyprus, and then they're also gonna invade Malta. Then they're gonna make their invasion in Iraq. Right now they're gonna take a bit of land off. Oh wait, no, that's Russia. They're gonna start taking some land off Iraq. Right, and making them surrender. Now then they're gonna head over to Asia, where they're gonna start their invasion in Sri Lanka, and then soon after that Bangladesh, and then soon they're gonna invade Myanmar. Now, Myanmar can't really do anything about it, so they're going to surrender to the British. Now, then they're going to start making their invasion on Nepal and Bhutan, and eventually even, and then they're going to start making invasion there. Then they're going to invade the Maldives, even an Indian island, and then soon they're going to start invading, Pakistan. Now, then the Indians can't really do anything about it, so they're going to officially surrender, become a British colony again. Then if we head over here to the South China Sea, then Britain's going to start making an invasion in Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei. Then they're going to start taking on some British islands over here, and then soon they're going to invade Papua New Guinea. Now, Belgium and Netherlands are going to get their power as well. Okay, yeah, so then they're going to start making their invasion right here. So then they're going to invade over here in Australia, and then soon they're going to land in New Zealand, and then fully submerge that into their empire, and then they're going to take over Australia. Until Australia surrenders, and they're going to become a British colony. Now, their last one is... So then they're going to stop there, okay? Alright, then Spain would come in with their new empire. Now, Spain would actually have a little revolt right here. And then the new Spanish Empire would actually reform. And then would take over the island right here. And then basically making Spain into a whole new country. So then the Spanish Empire would reform. Now, with that new empire, they're going to start taking over some of their lands. Alright, so they're going to start bringing back their ultimate empire. So they're going to take over Morocco, and then we've got Western Sahara, and then over here. Then, if we head into the south, they're going to invade Southern Principe, right? And yeah, that's all of their African colonies being invaded. Then they're gonna start making their invasion in the south. So they're actually going to remake the Spanish Empire from the 1500s. So they're gonna invade Chile. Now some South American countries will actually handle this. So and then they'll invade Argentina. And then Argentina, and then soon even Uruguay, and they'll fall. And then they'll start making a landing in Ecuador and Peru, and yeah, then they'll invade them. Then they're going to declare war on Paraguay and Bolivia, and then soon Ecuador will fall. Then they're going to start making their invasion in over here in Venezuela and Britain and Colombia. And then they're going to start. And then they're going to ask Britain for their American colonies, which they do. Their Central American colonies. Yeah, then Britain gives them up. All right, and then basically, then over here, then Spain's going to start making a Mexican invasion. Now Americans don't really care. Okay, yeah, but so they're gonna start losing, and then boom. All right, and then they're gonna take over Florida from USA, which USA actually don't really mind that. And then they're going to start invading Cuba and even them countries. And then they're going to start making their invasion over here in USA. Right, then they're going to start their mighty USA war. So they're going to push... So they're going to push a lot into the USA until USA surrenders, alright, real quick. Alright, and then USA is going to fight back. But yeah, so... Then Spain would surrender and would so in the in the war, guys, this is what Spain's gonna look like with the Mighty Empire. Then then they're gonna head over here to the south, and then they're gonna not south. Then they're gonna head over here to Southeast Asia, and they're gonna invade the Philippines. All right, now Philippines is gonna surrender automatically because obviously they're not really gonna have enough power to defeat the Spanish. So then the Spanish Empire would reform again. Now Soviet Union. Japan. So then Soviet Union would actually have some ambitions to invade Japan. So what they're going to do is they're going to take over the northern part of Japan. And then they're going to invade more into Japan until Japan surrenders. So then, yeah, so they're going to so not actually going to invade Japan, but yeah, so yeah, then in the peace treaty, Japan gets the northern part of. So then Japan's going to surrender, so they're going to lose the northern part. Now, the French are going to start. Then the Italians are going to start their invasion. Now they're not really going to do that much, but so then the Italians do their invasion. So they're going to make a naval landing in Colombia. And then they're going to start. And then the last colony is going to be over here in the south. Right? They're going to take over Somalia, and then even French Guyana, and then they're going to stop there. Okay. Then if we head over here, and then Belgium would start making their, and then actually Belgium are going to be yellow color, so let's make them bright yellow. Then Belgium's going to have a quick revolt, which, oh, jeez. Belgium's going to have their little revolt right here. And then with the Belgian revolt, they're going to start taking over their colony, which is going to be the Dutch. So then Belgium's going to start making an invasion over here so they're going to have some, and then Belgium's going to start making invasions. So they're going to go through the British colonies over here. So then they're going to start invading the Congo, which Congo is going to immediately surrender, okay? So that's going to become their mighty empire. Now, Portugal is going to have and then Portugal will reform. Oh wait, I didn't even realize Britain's not taking over all of its colonies. Yeah. Then the Portuguese will have their revolt next, and they're going to actually be their Portuguese empire. So in their Portuguese empire, they're going to declare war on. So they're going to declare war on this colony right here, Guinea-Bissau. I actually know about all the Portuguese colonies. Then they're going to invade Angola, and then Angola will immediately surrender. So it's going to be like all the major European empires come back. And then they're going to invade Mozambique, which Mozambique would surrender. And then they're going to invade, and then, oh, no, don't do that. Then they're going to invade Timor-Leste, which they're going to win. And then lastly, they're going to take over. And then the last colony they need to take over is Brazil. So they're going to make their little land in Brazil. Now, Brazil would make a bit of a pushback, but obviously that's not going to be too much. And then Portugal would make their invasion. And then Brazil would officially surrender, making them Portuguese colonies. And Portuguese Empire, Spanish Empire, British Empire. Now, the next empire it's going to fight is the French. So the French are going to make their invasion in Algeria first. Now, Spain would give up Morocco to the USA. And yeah, would make it something like this. So yeah, then Morocco would be in this. So then Morocco would be part of the French, right? And then Spain would have a couple of lands. Then they're going to invade Tunisia, and then Tunisia would officially surrender. Then they're going to make their little invasion south, right? They're going to reform their West Africa. So they're going to invade Burkina Faso, all the Central European countries. Okay, and then they're going to make their invasion down here. And then would take over Cameroon and all these other puppets and stuff. Oh, that's a mistake. Let me fix that. and Congo be invaded, and then all of the rest of the countries will be invaded. Okay, now over here in Asia, so over here in the Middle East, they're gonna take over Lebanon and Syria, and all Syria, by the way. Oh, right. And then Britain would take over all of Iraq. There we go. So then over here in Asia, the French are going to take over. They're going to make their naval landing in Vietnam. And then soon the French Vietnam would be. So what's this called again? I forgot what it's called. Anyways, yeah. So Southeast Asia would. So then Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia would become a French colony. Now, then the French are going to do their invasion in and the French are going to do their invasion in Madagascar, and then officially they're going to, and yeah, and the French are going to do their invasion over here, and they're going to take over the remaining countries that are still alive. And yeah, that will cause the French Empire to be rise again. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be the mighty empires. Now, actually, as well, Italy would do their European invasion. Okay, so they're going to invade the Albanians, and then they're going to invade one part. They're going to invade a couple parts of Croatia as well, and then they're also going to invade this part of Slovenia, and they're their mighty empire. Now, Belgium. Not Belgium. The Netherlands would have their revolts as well. So Belgium's gonna have their revolts. Alright, and then the invasion will start. So then the Belgium would reform their mighty empire. So they're not like a mighty empire, but so they're gonna invade Suriname, and then if we head over here to Southeast Asia, they're gonna start making their invasion and reform the Dutch East Indies. So they're gonna take over. So, then the other ones would land over here in like the New Guinea area, and then we're going to invade right here. And then basically that will all fall. Okay, then they'll continue their invasion. And then officially, and then also French, since they want more power, they're going to invade. They're going to invade Japan, as making their little like military base area, and then that'll fall. Okay, no, just kidding. Alright, anyways, so then Japanese would want their invade. So yeah, then Japanese would officially want their power. So what they're going to do is they're going to invade Taiwan, and then they're also going to invade their Korean part. I'll just quickly make the 2025 wars. That's kind of more easy for me to find out. And yeah, then officially would take over Korea. Alright, and then officially Japanese would reform their mighty empire. And then they'll invade the Soviets, reclaim this part, and then they're also going to reclaim their islands, and then also this part right here. Okay, alright, officially making their new like Japanese empire. So then, with their new mighty Japanese empire, they're going to invade. Let's actually quickly get the 19. And yeah, so then what would happen next, guys, is they're going to declare war on China, and they're going to invade Manchuria. And then officially would invade, and then they would officially invade over here. Now, not China's. And yeah, then China will invade over here, and then they're also going to, so they're going to invade Xinjiang and also, yeah, so they're going to invade Mongolia and Xinjiang, making their little puppet states what did in the past, and then also going to remake Tantu. Now, along with this, the Japanese are going to continue their invasion until they meet here, and then they're going to declare war down here. And yeah, then the Japanese going to invade the Chinese. Now Chinese are going to make their landing over here, and then they're going to invade down here. So they're going to invade Yunnan, and then they're going to invade here, and then they're going to make their massive invasion on the over here. And then Japanese will invade through like I think it's called like ZMB Sama, and then they're going to invade Tibet. And yeah, then China would officially surrender, okay, making them a puppet state now, alright, of Japanese. So then they're going to have some puppet states now for the for Chinese, alright, and then officially so Russia would so down. Now, Britain and so then basically that's going to happen. Okay, so yeah, then officially, the whole war for the Europeans will start. Okay, so not the Europeans, but yeah. So yeah, yeah, there we go. So then, pretty much all of the Europeans are reformed their whole empire, okay, into their history. Now, Britain would, so then that whole war will end, right? So yeah, then officially making all of the making like a whole of Africa, and then would officially make the whole of Africa into a whole colony. Now, the only ones left are Ethiopia and Liberia. So what they'll do is Italy would actually invade Ethiopia. So Italy will invade Ethiopia, officially reforming. And then the French. Oh, I forgot. Did you see? So they would do that, and the French will invade. Did you see? Okay, completing their empire, and then officially over here, the Belgium, the United Kingdom would take over Liberia. So that's gonna cause the whole European powers to come back. So now, if you guys do look over here, and then officially, the last colony that Britain needs is America. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna invade. So yeah, and then Russia will invade Alaska. So then they'll invade Alaska, and then also we've got and then Britain will invade through here. Okay, they're gonna invade. They're going to invade through America. And then America will surrender. So they're going to give up. And then Britain is going to remake the British America right here. Okay, then we've got the French. Then the French invasion will start by now. Now, the Spanish will continue having their invasion, taking some more land from America. Until right here, okay? And then, officially, that will happen. Then, Britain can continue, so yeah, then officially France would come in, and then, officially France will come in through Louisiana. And then officially make Louisiana as their territory. And yeah, so then officially making USA split up. So yeah, then pretty much the whole world is being colonized by Europeans. Now, over here, so then that would make the whole European. Now the Europeans are safe, right? Now Belgium would be invaded by now Belgium would be invaded by Belgium. Luxembourg would be invaded by Belgium. Now that's gonna end the whole European war. All right, so yeah, that's gonna end the whole European segment of some territory. Now, actually, the last thing that so yeah, then the Europeans will start wanting to take over the world. So first thing that would happen is the whole Europeans do want the whole world to be under their puppet regime. Alright, so all the Europeans, all the strong ones. So what will happen first, guys, is that Saudi Arabia will be invaded by Britain. Then so whole America is basically being under control by Britain. Alright, so then Italy will continue their invasion down south, and then would officially take over some of like their European control right here. Now Germany would actually get into this war, and they want to get some land as well. So they're gonna just take over like they're gonna take over this side basically. But yeah, so they're gonna invade Austria, and then they're also gonna invade Slovakia and Hungary as well. And then they're going to invade Czechia right here, taking over Sudetenland, and then they're also going to invade the rest of Poland. Then they're going to invade Denmark, and they're going to keep, then they're going to invade up here, and then officially they'll invade, and then soon they'll invade Sweden and Norway. And then soon all of Norway and Sweden will be invaded. Okay, so yeah, then basically Germany wants to finish off the rest of the country, sorry, becoming the last superpower in the world. Anyways, then they're going to continue their invasion of Poland, making that happen. Now, Russia, or not Russia, then the German invasion will stop, right? And then soon Switzerland and Liechtenstein will conquer as well. Now, Italy will continue. Italy will continue its invasion down here. They're even going to invade Greece, and then they'll split up. Turkey with Soviets. So the Japanese will become part of this as well. So it's going to be Japanese, Soviet Union, France, Britain, Italy, Portugal, Spain, Netherlands, and Belgium. And then Germany as well. Alright, so yeah, then they're going to make their invasion here, and then basically, then we've got the Russians invading through Romania, and even part of Bulgaria as well. And then officially make the Europeans surrender. Alright, well, not surrender, but yeah, making the Europeans do that. Now, then after that, Italy would continue its invasion. Down here. So invade North Macedonia, Kosovo, Serbia, and then lastly they're going to invade Bulgaria, okay, making all that happen. Well, not making all that happen, but making, and then basically making all that, basically making that happen, right? Now, there is still some countries left, so what they'll do is they're actually going to finish off the rest of the countries. So what will happen first is Britain and France will invade. So, Britain and France would invade through Thailand. So the Britons are going to take that much land, and then even this part, and then would invade this, and then the French are going to use their new puppet, and then they're going to invade the rest. Right, splitting up Thailand between them two. Then over here in so yeah, then that war's gonna end. Alright, making and then basically then the Brits will invade more of their colonies. So Brits are going to invade up here, and then the Portuguese will invade through there, and there. And then the French will, and then basically all of that will, So then the French will invade the last two islands right here. Alright, we'll make them into theirs. So, that'll make, and then down here and then down in America, there's still some countries left. So what they'll do with them is, so Britain will invade Hawaii, making that happen. Japanese would now take over a lot of the European, a lot of the all of the colonies right here. Cause yeah, they can't. So yeah, they're gonna reclaim all of that, and then Fisher would invade the last few colonies. So that's gonna make the whole world be under. And yeah, then even alright. So yeah, then they'll make and yeah, then the whole war will end. Alright, so basically the whole world is now pretty much under the control of the Europeans and Japan and Russia. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna end off today's video for the European powers taking over all of their colonies again, and even some new ones, and even Japan taking over China and stuff like that. Alright, so we're gonna have this video. Make sure to subscribe because you're probably going to see any more videos like this on the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.